welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here.
And I'm Wyatt.
This is my fiance Wyatt, and today we're gonna do our first ever mukbang. And you guys sent us some
We just eat, right?
relationship questions to answer. By the way, we did get this to go. We're not going, well, obviously, but we're in Texas. Some people, when I've been putting videos, they've been asking if we are quarantined or what. We're not quarantined, but we are, like, we have a stay-at-home order, and we're also
Everyone's quarantined.
but we can go get to restaurants. Okay, well, we got Five Guys burgers, and we both got bacon cheeseburgers, and I've never had Five Guys before.
Me neither. It looks really good.
It's actually really good.
Oh yeah, great burger.
Regina asks, what is your favorite thing about each other? And what does the other person do that gets on your nerves? And someone called Aaron also said, what are small habits that annoy you about each other?
Well, so that was 3 questions. So, first question was, what do I like about you, right?
Right.
How much she sacrificed to give up for me, and how much she does for me on a daily basis. That's what I love about her. And what gets on my nerves is, don't really get on my nerves. Maybe just
What?
you're a clean person, but you're sometimes a little messy, you know. But I am too, so it's not like I'm, you know, swings the choir. But
That's the habit that annoys you the most about me, that I'm messy?
yeah. And then what was the final one?
It's the same thing.
Okay.
My favorite thing about you is that you're such a hard worker.
Thank you.
When he wants to do something, he does it. He's one of those people that he puts his mind to it.
That's called being driven.
He's okay. And my most annoying thing about you is your road rage.
Oh, yeah. That's called being driven as well. And being assertive.
Being driven by the rage. Somebody said, where are you thinking about going to your honeymoon? I don't even think we've even talked about
I
this.
haven't talked about it.
What do you think?
Well, we talked about it a little bit. Do you want to go somewhere tropical where we can relax, or go somewhere where we can explore? Or both?
What's like an actual place that you would want to go to? Like, off the top of your head.
Australia.
Really? For a honeymoon?
No, not for a honeymoon. That's where I want to go. I would think go to like Italy for a honeymoon or something. That would be fun. We could do a little bit of both, exploring.
Go to the Amalfi Coast, so it's like, you would go to the ocean, but we're also like in Italy.
We're in a car and just drive along the Italian coast. It's fun.
That would be cool. We haven't even thought about it because we're barely starting to plan wedding. Like,
And now everything's on hold, so.
yeah, like we actually were gonna start looking at venues during this time, but now that everything's going on, which is fine. Like, I understand that other people have bigger problems, but our wedding planning is definitely like off to the side for a little bit. So we're not even thinking about like after the wedding. People are asking how like social distancing and quarantine and coronavirus has affected our lives.
On a day-to-day basis, it hasn't really affected me at all. I still have to go to work.
He's
work,
essential.
I'm an essential employee. So, you know, the everyday grind, going to work on weekdays and coming home and working out, you know, we don't really go out on weekdays. So
I think it's mentality.
Yeah, so throughout the week, it's exactly the same, but on the weekends, we can't do anything. So that's what's really affected my life.
And we used to look forward to it so much, and now it's like, we don't, it's like, what is the weekend, you know? I think it's also like a mentality thing. Like, you wake up knowing that you're in the middle of this. I know I've been struggling with that lately. Like, what do I always tell you? Like, I'm just tired of all of this.
Sitting at home all day?
He's like, of what? I'm like, of all of it. I'm just tired of it.
Yeah. I'm tired of listening and hearing about it. Ready to move on. Get this thing over with.
What kind of music do you both like?
I like reggae music.
Wait, tell them about your friend that you said you liked reggae music.
Oh, yeah. I told him I like reggae music. And we were golfing, and he was like, oh, okay. And he just puts on some
Reggaeton.
Spanish hip-hop. And for a second, I'm like, okay, was he asking me to put this on? And I started thinking about it. He's like, oh, he thought I was meaning reggaeton. 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 Is that what he said?
Perla asked, will you ever let vianney do your makeup one day?
No.
We actually filmed a video of him doing my own makeup, and it never went on the internet because
she got upset that I didn't do it as good as
no, it was a hot
mess.
I guess the video was such a hot mess. It's I have to really get him to be in videos with me. So when he is, just know that there was a lot of convincing,
if you want to call it that.
What's your favorite moment together, not including your engagement?
Our favorite moment together? I always think about Europe, you know, where we met. You know, but I always come back to that.
Let's think about a moment when we were dating, though.
Well, we have a lot. But
What's your favorite?
I would say probably being when we were in Cayman for like 2 weeks.
Just the two of us?
Yeah, we're there for a while, and
I actually have a vlog. Isn't that the one that I vlogged?
I think it is on the vlog.
I'll put it up here. We went to the Cayman Islands for almost 2 weeks by ourselves, and we just kind of had the most relaxing, awesome time. I think mine will probably have to be when we got this house.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like, that was a really good accomplishment. That we actually did all this.
Oh yeah, it took a lot of work, a lot of stress, but you know, we did it together, and now we're here, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And we just bought a bunch of mulch, so we're gonna go mulch our flower beds after this.
Hashtag homeowners. Somebody asked, when do you think it's the right time to move in with your significant other?
I would say there's a fine line between you've been dating them long enough and being committed, you know, because you should live together before being committed. What? In the long run, I think.
Before being engaged?
Yeah, what I meant is being engaged.
Because living together is quite the commitment. Don't you think?
Absolutely, well, that's what I mean. You got to be sure you're committed, because when you move in together, that is a commitment, and you really find out a lot about each other.
It's almost like being married. I mean, you're really on top of each other, just sharing your everyday life. Because
pretty much,
no matter how many sleepovers you have with your significant other, it'll never be the same as being with them 24/7. And something that like you don't really think about is the fact that you don't have your own bedroom anymore. It's like your bedroom together.
What about your own studio?
Well, yeah, thankfully.
She's got one of those.
And he has a man cave.
I do.
But that's, you know, obviously a privilege. But I'm saying
when we have kids, her studio is gonna go first.
My studio makes money. Your man cave doesn't.
Well, I have to be relaxed, you know, after a long, hard day's work, so I can be motivated to make more money the next day.
We moved in together 2 years after dating.
Yeah.
But we actually, it was interesting because we were long distance technically. I was in college. We were like 3-hour drive. So we would only see each other on the weekends. So going from that to moving in with each other was definitely a big change. But,
yeah, there was a learning curve.
And
I would say.
He lived in a really, it wasn't that small of an apartment, but he had definitely like filled it out.
It was a small 2-bedroom.
So me moving into an apartment that already had like no closet space whatsoever and just like things, that definitely made us appreciate having a home of our own so much more, and just having like space.
And we filled it in already.
And we already filled it in.
And we don't even have that much stuff.
No.
So wherever you live, you're gonna fill it in, so.
Yeah, I think that, you know, when you're dating someone.
These fries are so good.
First you need to like see, you know, you'll never know if they're the one right off the bat, but see if you want to put your time and energy to see what the relationship could be. And then once you've been together for a while and you want to do the next step and you want to move in together, just try it out, you know?
Yeah, and there will always be
it's gonna be hard.
A learning curve. Like every day you'll learn something new about who you're with.
And it's gonna be hard.
Especially when you live together. It'll be hard.
It's gonna be hard, but that's when you figure out if it's worth it. And then after that, you're kind of in a good position whether to stay in the relationship and maybe get engaged or to get out of it.
Definitely teaches you patience.
A lot of patience.
A lot of patience.
What does a typical day at home look like for you guys? Probably like how everybody else is at this point.
On a
Well, even before quarantine, we were Netflix and chill.
On a weekday or a weekend, I get home from work and work out, game a little bit, and then we watch our show for like 2 hours, 3 hours, eat dinner together.
Right now we're watching House of Cards.
House of Cards, it's
Somebody
brutal.
asked what we're watching right now. House of Cards, we just finished Ozark, like the new season, because we watched it already.
And Tiger King.
And Tiger King. So the last video I posted, actually, I was talking about how right after I was done filming, we were gonna start watching Tiger King because everybody was watching it.
Crazy. Crazy.
And if you haven't seen the show, it's like you think you know what you're watching, and then every episode something happens that is just like insane.
Yeah,
and
you can't make it up.
can I smell your water?
Absolutely.
I didn't bring anything to drink. And I actually heard on, or I saw on Instagram that they're releasing a new episode.
Really?
Like one more.
I thought it was over.
It's really interesting if you have nothing to watch.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
asked if we want to have kids anytime soon.
Hmm. What do you mean by anytime soon? Because maybe in a couple years?
The cool thing about us is that he's actually 4 years older than me. So it's not like I, as a woman, I'm in a rush because we're not the same age. He'll be 30 this year and I'll be 26. So if we were both 30, then I would probably want to have kids already.
Yeah, as a man, I'm not rushing either, so.
Right, so it works out because he obviously doesn't really care to have kids right now, and neither do I. I don't necessarily care to be the youngest mom.
I actually don't want to have kids at all.
Wyatt, shut up.
Just kidding.
Should I just put that at the beginning
Yeah.
of the video? But how many kids do you want to have?
Like 2, maybe?
Maybe 3?
No, just 2.
What is your dream job? Do you think you're doing your dream job?
I'm definitely content with my job. I'm happy, and I'm not super stressed out or anything, so it's kind of like...
What a dream.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at this I have it. I'm doing fine, and I'm lucky to be where I am. So, I mean, sure, like my dream job would be like, you know, being a professional baseball player in the MLB or something. But, you know, like I feel like I have my dream job, you know?
Yeah.
I'm happy
What do you think my dream job is?
to be a famous YouTuber.
No, it's not my dream.
What?
What do you, like, what would you think? What would be my dream job?
Everyone makeup porn?
No.
To be a travel blogger.
Wait, that's a good one.
Yeah?
My dream job would be to have my own talk show. Actually,
Really?
maybe like not have my own, but be in a talk show. Be
Okay.
like a co-host.
Okay. Like a podcast?
Yeah, I actually would love to at some point start a podcast. That's something that I do want to do. Not anytime soon, but like within the next couple of years. But I started broadcasting, and I didn't want to be like on the local news. I kind of wanted to do more like entertainment. So, but now that I have YouTube, I wouldn't want to work for like entertainment news, but to like be on a talk show, that would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like that
Sure.
would be quite the dream for me.
Absolutely.
Okay, someone said, how do you deal with insecurities in the relationship?
I don't.
Do we have any? I mean,
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not trying to make it
What do you
look
mean
like we're
insecurities?
perfect.
Like, I'm not really insecure about anything.
I'm not insecure because he doesn't make me feel insecure. Like, I'm not insecure about who he's talking to, what he's doing, because he's never given me a reason to feel that way.
I don't have time for that. That's why. I would anyway,
Well,
even if I had
'cause
time. But
we're not, yeah. But even when I was in college, like, I don't know, did I ever make you feel insecure when I was in college and you weren't? When you were in law school and I was in college?
Not that I can remember.
I mean, at the end of the day,
I wasn't really focused on
on
a
me,
lot. No, I definitely was. I definitely was focused on you.
I think that the main thing you need to do is obviously communicate, but something that I've learned is that it takes communication, but it also takes the other person to actually take the communication.
Listen.
Because
Listen.
if you're just communicating all that you think and the other person's not listening to you, then it doesn't actually do what it's supposed to do. So if you do have any insecurities, I say voice them, because if
Takes two to
Tango.
communicate. Tango.
I've always thought that you can't get mad at someone for doing something that you don't like if you never told them. Like, that's not their fault. So if there's something that makes you insecure or makes you feel some type of way, and you don't tell them that, you can't resent them for it. Like, you have to tell them, and then the way they act after that, that's their choice. But you can't, you know, assume that someone is gonna know the way you feel. Like,
so ladies, don't keep it in and blow up later.
Like me. Boys aren't mind readers. I used to do that, not anymore. If there's a problem,
definitely getting better.
If there's a problem, I say it now.
Yeah, me too.
I think those are all the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
is there anything you'd like to say?
Thanks YouTube for taking the time to check out our mukbang. What is it? Mukbang?
Mukbang.
Our mukbang. It sounds, either way it sounds bad.
We just each ate 2,000 calories, by the way.
Yeah, no, it was wonderful. Thanks.
I don't like how restaurants show that.
I just did that.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is kind of different, but you know, with this quarantine going on, it's like, I figured why not just do like a chill.
Just eat.
Just eat, hang out, answer your questions. If you guys have any more questions or if I didn't answer yours by accident, just comment it down below and I'll reply to you guys. I hope that y'all are staying safe. Please take the precautions that you need. Just know that I'm thinking about you guys, and
don't touch your face or anyone else's face.
Don't touch Wyatt's face. And just know that we'll come out of this even stronger, right?
Our immune systems will, for sure.
It's all up here, guys. So just remember, the only thing you can control is yourself and your mind and good vibes. I'm trying to show them some good vibes because I get it. It's been tough,
yeah,
but
we'll be able to go eat at Mexican food restaurants very soon, I bet. It's the most important thing about all this.
He's joking. I hope that you guys know that. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Later.